Hello, everyone. Welcome to Liberal Tarot. I'm Sherry, and I'm a blue dot in a red state utilizing Tarot to help us navigate these very interesting times we've got going on here in the United States. So, welcome. The focus of today's reading is going to be about Greenland. There was a recent article in the New York Times, and it's titled Inside Trump's Plan to Get Greenland, Persuasion, Not Invasion. Okay, so that article goes on to say that the Trump administration and the National Security Council are going to start a social media campaign, i.e. propaganda, in Greenland to try to persuade the people of Greenland that they really do want to become part of the United States. And part of their reason and logic is that, the heritage of Greenland is actually the heritage of Alaska, that the Inuit people, they migrated from Alaska to Greenland. Therefore, Greenland naturally should be part of Alaska. And so that's their reasoning in that. They're also, the article went on to say that this is not the first time that a president has tried to acquire Greenland. Apparently, after World War II, President Truman tried to buy Greenland, and it's for the minerals. It's for the minerals is what they're wanting, the mineral rights. And the Trump administration is even going as far as saying that because you are so rich in these minerals, we will pay you to let us, be your protectors. We're going to share in the wealth of the rare minerals. That something like $10,000, that they're going to give the people of Greenland in order to be able to as profit sharing in those rare minerals. People of Greenland, if any of you happen across this video, do not trust anything that he says. Okay. Now there is a party. It's like Greenland's MAGA, that they want to be part of the United States. It's like 25% of the population. And so you look at, I could see the Trump administration's going, hey, we only got our 30%ers here, and look how we've been able to, destroy the United States. Maybe if we can just, snag a few more, we can, do that same thing in Greenland. So what I want to look at is just a kind of a base reading of this fascination that he's got with Greenland. It has to do with rare minerals. That's why he's wanting Ukraine as well, as those rare minerals, and just kind of where that's going to go. Are the people of Greenland going to fall for it? I have a feeling the answer is no. So anyway, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get started. So just a base reading on this new plan that Trump's got of persuasion, not invasion. So just base reading on Trump and Greenland. Okay, as always, this is for entertainment purposes only. Okay. Greenland and Trump. Yep, it's about the money. It's about, we want the rare minerals. So, and then we will, you guys are worth, billions, if not trillions, with all those rare minerals, and we're going to give you pennies on the dollar, okay, for what you're actually worth. So that's the whole motivation here, is the money. And this is not going to be, this could be the messaging, that they're coming up with some really strong messaging for that idea that Greenland is going to become part of the United States. And the people of Greenland, they're not having it. They're like, no, this is my card of, no, we're not buying it. Okay, this person's being offered a cup and they've got their arms crossed and they're like looking at that. Can you see? They're looking at that real leery, like, nope, I don't think that's what we want. Okay. And long-term planning. This is something, Trump has got long-term plans for this, and the people of Greenland are like, we got our own plans. We don't need your plans. Restrictions. Trump just can't stand not getting what he wants. And he really, he doesn't like being told no. None of these cards are cards of action. Okay, this is, maybe you've planted a seed, but you have to wait to see it grow. This is like things aren't going in the direction you want. These are the constraints put around you, not being happy with what's being offered. And so this is also the people of Greenland saying, no, this is not what we want. And Trump, for whatever reasons, he's trying to claim victory. This really could be the people of Greenland saying, no, we're not doing this. Let's see, who's this victory card for? They want to be in control of their own country. They will rise up to protect their country. They're not falling for it. This is a card of great emotions. They have a lot of national pride, in who they are, and that national pride does not have anything to do with becoming part of the United States and them taking control of their future and what it is they want. So yeah, I mean, if Trump thinks he can run some Facebook, ads, and that the people of Greenland are just gonna, fall all over themselves to be part of the United States, that's not what's showing here at all. This is all about, he wants those rare minerals. And the rare minerals and that thing, that deal that he wants to make with Ukraine. This is so that he can offset those horrendous tax cuts that he's making, to the billionaires. How, if we're not collecting revenue, we got to have revenue somehow. Okay. And so he's wanting those rare minerals. Denmark is saying, no, we're not doing this. We're not doing this. We're not doing this. We will defend our country. We are proud of who we are as a people. And Don, you don't figure into our future plans. Okay. So, will he be satisfied with just, running this, it's kind of like the Russian propaganda worked so well here in the United States. He's trying that same thing there in Greenland. Let's just see. Is that going to, or what's he going to do when he realizes that's not going to work? Okay, and when that doesn't work, he thinks it's going to work. He really does. And there is going to be, I almost get this feeling of like pretending like it worked. And we're just going to do it anyway. We're just going to go in there. It's almost like this feeling of maybe expanding the troops that are there. Because we do have a military base there. And maybe, they put more boots on the ground there. Kind of like this showing of, well, we're going to pretend like you guys are part of the United States anyway. It's our hopes. It's our dreams. We're just going to kind of ignore what you guys want. State of suspension. Okay. Not listening. Yeah, Greenland they're not having this, and it's all around the messaging. It's this feeling that it's almost like, remember when W walked out there and with the, mission accomplished. It's that feeling. It's like there was no mission accomplished here. So Trump may try to claim victory where there is none. Okay. So what will the people of Greenland do during this? I mean, they've been pretty clear, when you can't find one person to host the second lady, and that businesses were like, nope, we're closed. Sorry. Don't want you here. I don't see how they could think that this is a good idea. They're just delusional. So let's see here. The people of Greenland. They see this. This is bringing something into light. They see what's going on. They're not falling for it. They see Trump for what he is, who he is, and they're like, nope, we're happy with our own form of government. We don't need the United States. A more methodical approach forward. They're just kind of doing their just kind of living their life, doing their thing, and a little bit of bickering, a little bit of fighting, but they're hoping it goes away. But there's definitely pushback on this. They just want Trump to go away. Don't we all? And they see this as just toxicity. They don't see this as something that they're going to put up with. They're moving for they're moving on from this. This is some, as far as they're concerned, this is in the past. You know, this is not something they're even entertaining. And they're ready to defend themselves. They're putting themselves in a position to where they can defend themselves. And, you know, Europe doesn't want this to happen either. Not only does Denmark not want it, not only does Greenland not want it, the rest of Europe doesn't want it. Okay, so, yeah, I'm not seeing that really. Right now, I'm not really seeing that go anywhere. You know, they're going to run these ads. They're going to try to persuade the Greenland people, oh, yeah, you want to be a part of the United States. And it's like, no. They know that the United States doesn't, the United States doesn't care. You know, Trump doesn't care about the people. He only cares about those minerals. Okay, and so the people of Greenland, they're not falling for this. I don't really see it going anywhere. I really get the feeling that if Trump tries to do much more with this, there's going to be so much pushback, not only from the American people, but also from Europe, that I just don't see that going anywhere as of right now. It's almost like I get this feeling that Trump has been placated. Like, we'll do some propaganda. That's what we'll do. We'll do propaganda and we'll see where that goes. And then, you know, so it's kind of like we're going to kick that can down the road. They'll keep making a show. They'll keep going over there trying to do those, like the press conferences over there and the little tours that they're only, they're really going to be limited because nobody wants them there. They're going to be really limited to just the military base. Now, will they maybe, add some more troops over there kind of as a show? I get it's more like of a show for Trump. Like, let's placate him. Maybe he'll be happy with just this. Or Trump saying, oh yeah, mission accomplished, victorious, and the people are like, no, there's nothing here. You've accomplished nothing here. So that's definitely something that I will keep watching. As of right now, it looks as though Trump is somewhat being placated. They'll probably put another, bright, shiny object in front of him to, take his attention somewhere else. But he'll come back to this because he really wants those, that mineral deal is really what he wants. So anyway, I'll keep watching this. And as I say, I'm sure there's not going to be any shortage of news for me to continue doing readings. So I will keep doing these. If you want to continue seeing them, hit subscribe. I'm going to put some more videos up here, some past readings that you can check out and see, what some of those other readings have said. I really do appreciate you spending some of your time with me, and I will keep doing these, and we will get through these times here in the United States. So thank you for joining me, and I will catch you on the next reading. Have a good day.